Starts from here. The hill Olymp, the church of Saint Nicolaus is located on a hill called Olympus, and together with the church there used to be a school and a manse, which means a house where the priest lived, and also some agricultural buildings. The village of Bolitice was at the bottom of the hill, and it was west of the church. In 1930, Bolitice had 254 people living in there who spoke German, and only 4 people who spoke Czech, in 56 farm homes. In the village there was also a little hotel with 2 rooms, a post office, a store, and a city hall. Another village which was here nearby were Dolany, and in 1930 57 people were living there, and all of them spoke German. Regarding the school, the first mention about the school goes back to 1722, which means that in 1753, when Urban Haas was born, the school was already existent, so he must have gone to the school. And we learned that in 1779, the school was already connected to a water pipeline. In 1928, the school had 2 schoolrooms, and there were 81 students studying there from Boletice, Podvoří, and Dolany, 3 villages around here. They were learning in German, and the last first grade was opened in 1947. In September 1957 was the school reopened as Czech, but it was closed already in 1958. And then here, that is for the priest's home. The priest's home was built together with the first church in 1440 under the order of the Pope Boniface IX, and it belonged to the local monastery of Zlatá Koruna, which is like 20 miles south of here. In 1682, there was a new well built at the priest's house, and registers of members of the church, of baptisms and weddings and deaths, were kept since 1644. And in 1937, the church here was electrified, received electricity, and the priest from here was also taking care of the church in Kyjov, which is a next door church. In 1947, most of the German-speaking people living here were made to move away to Germany, and the last priest was Thomas Geist, and he was not asked to leave because he was an elderly man, so he stayed here, and he died as of age here in Kyjov. And the last one is this, the situation after 1945. So after the German-speaking citizens from here were moved away in 1947, the village was almost uninhabitable. It was taken over by the army, and the army prohibited from any new settlers coming in, even though the locals were requesting that they would have the right to stay here and live here. It was forbidden by the army, and this was one of the locations which were chosen to train the Russian soldiers. And that was since 1946 Russian soldiers were here, and since in 1952 there was a secret order passed here by the army that all buildings which the army is not using have to be destroyed. So what we see, what is destroyed around us, was all destroyed in 1952.
But they were using the church, so they didn't destroy the church. They just wrote graffiti on it.
Good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.